Okay, for today's video, I'm planning on reviewing the specials for Mighty Pups. So, yeah, that means the original Mighty Pups special, both the half-hour specials of the Mighty Pups Super Pause sub-series, both the Mighty Pups half-hour specials of the Charged Up sub-series, and of course, the Mighty Movie. And don't worry, I'll also do the half-hour special for their sub-series that they made for that. Anyway, let's dive in. Yes, I just quoted Zuma. Okay, to start things off, I might as well review what the new badge looks like. Yeah, I do see it being a good one, although why does it look a lot like Rebels on Rebel and Crew? That's what I'm wondering. Why does it look a lot like that? Just saying. Anyway, now to review the glowing paws. Yes, I'm going to be reviewing every little thing about it if I find something I want to review. Since this is like supposed to be a big special idea for like being able to like make this video as long as possible to make up for the last video I missed. As I missed last week, which was supposed to review the Mighty Pup special originally that I'm reviewing right now as this part of this segment of the video. But yeah, from what it looks like, yeah, they look like if they had like paw-shaped light bulbs in the size of each of the pups' paws, like each of the paws themselves for the pups. Although it does, in this frame, it does feel quite disrespectful towards Sky with how small her paw is compared to the others, since all the others look to be about the same size. And then just a drastic change when you look at in between Marshall and Rubbles. Like, whoever's trying to have a pink light bulb for a paw is, I guess, gonna have some issues. Anyway. But yeah, it does look like all the others do look correct for them, but for Chase and Everest, they do look like if you were looking in the sky, and there's just random with like any white glowing texture type deal. Whenever those show up, it looks like as if there's clouds, and the rest of the place just looks like if the rest of the sky was revealed. Like if you look up in the sky, you could possibly see that. Anyway, yeah. And by the way, yeah, I'm kind of doing this whole recording throughout watching it, so that I can review it right away for whenever I want to review a certain part. Anyway. Now I'm going to be reviewing each of the pups' outfits for this, since, yeah, I'm still going through the theme song part of this to review, like, the designs of the pups. So, yeah, from what it looks like, fire on the size of, like, as if a full-on building was on fire, not just, like, a look for the badge of Marshall, and then the rest of it looks a lot like his Rescue Knights uniform. But with red and yellow texture without any of the gray. Without any of that. Like a yellow replaced a gray. But although the mask that he has on his eyes for the part of his uniform does remind me a lot of PJ Masks. Just putting that out there. Otherwise, the rest of him just looks normal. And now for Rubble. And yeah, I see that Marshall's pet pack looks good to kind of work with that mighty power. But yeah, for Rebel, it looks like with him, his badge on here is a hammer instead of the usual wrench that we see. And he has a helmet instead of a mask, unlike how Marshall is doing. Which kind of implies some sort of fighting sort type power, like where you can fight people with it. Not like on an Avatar: The Last Airbender type deal, but like more on a deal like Superman. Anyway, next up. Hold on. Here's Chase. And from what it looks like, for some reason to me, it looks like on his badge he has a boomerang that's going at super, like, or like what looks to be a frisbee going at super speed. Although the pup pack looks exactly like Marshall's, but with Chase's colors. In fact, his entire outfit looks like that. Just replace the badge that Marshall has with Chase's, and just replace the blue with yellow. Or like just replace the red with blue. It basically just there. Like just replace red with blue, and basically you go from Marshall Chase there. Although the rest of it, and yeah, Rescue Knights again with the vibes for both Rebel and Chase. Next up. Okay, next up, Rocky, and then I'll do Zuma next since it's right here, so I don't have to change it. So, yeah, from what it looks like, Rocky's badge is pretty much almost from what I can see, what looks to be one of those what looks to be one of those gadget signs. Anyway, as for his mask, it does remind me a lot of like how Earth is represented as half green, half blue. And also, from what I noticed, based on this, the mask goes over your eyelids, but you can still see through them. I don't know how Ryder did it, but yeah, as for Zuma, basically his design makes sense for him with a wave on his badge, and then basically with his orange design. Why does it remind me of Nick Jr.? Like, I get the show airs on there in plenty of countries, but like for Paw Patrol as a whole, but why is it like that? Anyway, Sky, just straight up pink. All pink. And we get to see what she gets from her pup pack in this, so I might as well review that part of it right here. And yeah, it looks to be some wings, kind of like the ones that Owlette has on PJ Masks. Yeah, just too many similarities between these two shows, huh? Anyway, the last pup, Everest. Let's see that. Yeah, so it looks like that they have the right idea. And what looks to be a snowflake on her badge, but yeah, it was a whirlwind for Sky and her badge, so which can kind of imply what their powers are. Anyway, okay, so yeah, based on this, yeah, I'm sorry you can't really see it, but yeah, at least you can kind of see Chase, but at least you can see what he looks like when he's using his power, and what his power looks to be, super speed. Again, kind of like on the whole PJ Masks, but with Catboy there. I don't know why there's so many similarities, but here we are. And let's go ahead and review the next pup in her power. Yes, I'm already revealing the gender of which pup it could be, so it leaves you down to two. Okay, so here's Sky. And what looks to be a whirlwind and flying power type deal. Like, together. So, she could... from what it sounds like, she could create tornadoes if she wanted to out of by flying. Anyway, let's go ahead and review the next pup. Okay, based on this, how the ground is breaking, I'm guessing he has super strength, which to me looks quite cool. Although that's like where you'd expect it, based on the similarities between PJ Masks against Paw Patrol. Honestly, to me, I would have honestly expected. It makes sense for Rubble, but then like uh, how Rocky in a future episode involving this kind of says that he has it, even though it's Rubble's power, kind of makes it confusing. And you will see me review that later on in this video. Okay, so here's Zuma, and he has what looks to be a surfboard with him. I don't know how he summons that uh, yet, but it does give me tropical and summer vibes. Although I think I found an animation error. Just look at his ear. That's not what it's supposed to look like, unless we see it again later on. I don't know. Okay, so for Everest, it looks like she can make it. She kind of it makes it look like she can do something with ice and snow, which makes sense for her pup. But why does it remind me of Elsa from Frozen? Anyway, okay, Rocky's just basically a Green Lantern pup, and that's what it looks like to me. Making its super tools, though, I'm not surprised based on how Rocky is. Okay, so for Marshall, it looks like he could. It's either like he can cause an earthquake or he can burn things. It could go either way with what this is showing us. We'll find out later on in the video, though. So, okay, and here we are. Yep, it does look like to be it looks to be a fire type power, but also we get to see what Ryder's gear looks like. A jet, some with his a new jetpack. So I'm guessing he's gonna be able to using that. He's gonna be able to fly at fast speeds, like chasing Sky together or something like that. Who knows? As for the logo, I know the screen looks a little darker than it should, but that's because the frame rate paused on. But the logo looks quite cool itself. But it and it, and it does look to be something that would remind me of like the comics that DC or Marvel would put out back in the early days, like the 60s to 90s type deal. Especially with how the pups text comes in. Like, that's giving me total Superman vibes. Okay, so it looks like that they're already starting on a rescue as is, with how Ryder is coming out of the Paw Patroller with his own, and I'm pretty sure I heard him say something about a few pups and then let's go, so sounds like that there's going to be some pups already getting used this early in the special. But the question is, who could be getting saved and also uh, with Chase, Sky, and Marshall being used? How would I'm just confused. Like, could it possibly be someone stuck on a roof again? I don't know, but here we are. Well, looks like we got our official executive producer confirmed, and it looks like we got our executive producers confirmed for this from this special based on the crediting this early on. And I will be reviewing the credits and reviewing how they did with it. So yeah, Jennifer Dodge, Laura Clooney, I think. If I pronounce it wrong, I don't know. I'm not sure. Ronan Harari, and then Keith Chapman, of course. Makes sense. Makes sense that that Keith Chapman himself, the creator behind Bob the Builder, and then, of course, the creator of Paw Patrol, producing this. Yeah. I know it sounds weird to hear that the creator of Bob the Builder also made this show, but yeah. If you think that's weird, just imagine having one of the companies working on this show also having worked on the Backyardigans. So here we are. I'm just saying. And it looks to me like, wait, is that a Pennywise themed balloon? Well, Georgie, I didn't expect that. I know it's just me being a joking type deal, and what is that Farmer Al stuck again? Oh God! The fact that he has a bucket on, it looks like he's trying to clean it. The sound. Oh well. Wait, it looks like he's gonna pop the balloon. Let's see how it goes. But obviously, I'm not gonna show the footage because copyright reasons. So, mid-air floating. What? How? How is this the case? And what kind of a pose is that to be floating in mid-air for? Farmer Al's gonna fall down. Just like London bridges. Yep. The classic old net. Ah, yes. Used as early as season 1. So, yeah. One of the earliest gear that Chase had getting used. Oh, and by the way, I completely forgot to mention, but the reason why I'm reviewing all of this stuff is because today is the anniversary to Paw Patrol the Mighty movie. So, yeah. Paw Patrol the Mighty movie, and here I am reviewing it 1 year later. After the Mighty Pups specials. You get it. But anyway. Nice catch, Sky. Woo! So, yeah, her hook. Although we didn't hear her say, Ruff! Hook! And don't ask why I can do the voice of Sky. I kind of wanted to do it anyway. I might even do a Paw Patrol voice impressions video at some point. Just, although I'm not so sure on how it will go. Farmer Owl, you're gonna need to fix the position of that hat. But also, just in the frame before this, I saw that there was no hat, so it's like, what was going on? Anyway. I'll show you what I mean. I could have sworn when he was falling, he had his hat on. So it's like, oh well. Ah, yes, they're going on a trip in their favorite rocket ship. But who is going to be the one going on that trip? And where are they going? By the way, yes, I just did a reference to Little Einsteins because there will still be some perks of my original channel towards this. Anyway. Why should I not be? I should not be surprised about. Like, I'm not surprised about Mayor Humdinger, but who is that? That looks to be like what looks to be. That looks to be his son or something, maybe even his nephew. But he definitely looks to be related and younger than Mayor Humdinger. I guess the Paw Patrol's gonna be humiliating him again. Okay, Captain Turbot and Wally watching this. If they're on the beach, it makes sense to me, so. Okay, what's that computer that this kid has? And also, yeah, it looks like based on his shirt, it is confirmed that he is related to Mayor Humdinger in some sort of way. Okay, so he just mentioned Harold, so it sounds like that he and a nephew thing. So yeah, there we go. His nephew and his name being Harold. Ah, yes, Harold Humdinger. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue. Okay, you do realize you don't have a mustache, so it's like, oh well. Mayor Humdinger, why do you look like a robot? Why do you look like a robot with that spacesuit on? Look at all those colors. Look at all those colored buttons. Yes, I do have a habit of roasting the villains. Anyway. It's a good idea for Captain Turbot to be checking to make sure if that rocket will work. It looks to me like the rocket's about to go off. Harold, you better make sure not to let that happen. And so he lets it happen. Of course it does. I'm betting that he's going to be another villain because, well, Mayor Humdinger being a villain and all. Anyway. And of course, Mayor Humdinger doesn't even end up on the rocket before it could launch. Another miscalculation by the villains. Of course it is. Looks like it's headed for a meteor. Might not look like it right now, but there it goes. Is the meteor dead, or is it gonna go towards Adventure Bay? I think based on how long the special is, we can already figure out where it's going. There's the modern meteor, like the current form of the meteor in the special, and it looks like it's on fire. Stargazing, eh? Time for the telescope. So, science, you know? And by the way, based on how long this video is, you can already see that it's longer than a normal Paw Patrol episode. So, and 3 minutes into this special, so you're gonna tell this is gonna be a long video. That's the logical choice right there, Everest. So, good job on that. Since I would have called the Paw Patrol too if I saw that. But then again, I have some weird conditions, and I probably wouldn't be able to see it right away. So now Ryder notices. Okay. Definitely feels weird that about Mayor Humdinger just casually hanging out with Captain Turbot. Every single pup needed in this mission of the main 6. So, how are they going to cover the entire place? Okay, so it's confirmed that they are going to be it's split into 2 teams, and it looks like Chase is actually worried about this. Hopefully Ryder does the whole confidence thing. Just as I predicted. And by the way, yeah, this might not seem like the best quality, but it's kind of like the best quality I can do without the copyright that I could possibly face. Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of like a weird reaction type deal to kind of do it right in the moment. So Rubble and Zuma going with Ryder, and then it looks like Chase got the bigger team with Marshall, Rocky, and Sky. It looks like everyone is scared, which, to be fair, I would be scared too if a meteor was coming towards me. Ever heard of a cat stuck in a tree? Well, here's a chicken stuck. Here's a chicken stuck in a tree. Yeah, Chicoletta stuck in a tree. And yes, I am being goofy about this too. Oh boy. Chase trying to communicate, but it probably won't work. It looks like a megaphone incident happened, so there we go. Charged up the lookout, eh? Now the lookout is glowing? Huh? Corn? Of course they tracked her with corn. Caught in midair. Okay, so Harold, a computer will not protect you. But I think a sandcastle is not good either. Wally and Captain Turbot, ugh. Especially since the sandcastle could collapse. Just as I predicted. Okay then. Okay, so Ryder making the announcement that everyone that it's safe to come out. Okay. Again, hiding in a place like this is not going to protect you. Tulips is not going to work. Just saying. Okay, now that actually somehow works. As long as, the meteor isn't big enough to destroy the world. Or the city, at least. I'm just saying. Hiding behind a tree for protection. Again, not a good spot, so... Oh well. Okay, are they interviewing Chicoletta or Ryder? Okay. So... The pups looking at the meteor totally makes sense. I'm wondering too, Rocky. I'm wondering too. Okay. Marshall, Rubble, Chase, Rocky, Zuma, Sky, Everest, and Harold. Are you pups and kid okay? As it looks like the meteor had exploded or done something. Looks like something that you would see on Fortnite. Okay, so Ryder is now choosing to look at the meteor. Okay. Well, no more glow from the meteor. Classic Rubble. So the meteor does have some sort of mighty powers. Also, by the way, I've already seen this special before. On the day it came out on Nickelodeon, I'm just acting this way to kind of make the newer viewers that have never seen this special feel a lot more welcomed to Paw Patrol. There goes the meteor! Oh. How did Chase get all the way there? And also, where is his hat? Okay, there it is. I have that same question too, except for the fact that I think it's that meteor. There's Everest using her power for the first time. Sneezing it out. Until your paws melted it. Told ya. There goes Zuma making Harold wet. Okay. So far, for what I think of the special so far, kind of funny to think, and also kind of explaining the plot through, and you can kind of tell this is already getting long as is. About half an hour already when I'm only 9 minutes into the special, so it's probably going to end up being a multi-parter. To celebrate the anniversary of the Mighty movie, and by the way, we'll end up skipping 1 week of this to do a Halloween special, and then it will be back to this, and then leading up to that one video I have planned about something. Derpy Sky face. But yeah, looks like she's dizzy. Oh god. A bunch of cars stopping at the side of a meteor. I don't know how those people feel. A floating lookout? Cool. Looks like that Herald has powers too, so I'm guessing villain. Just like that villain thing looks to be confirmed to me. The meteor is the future of Earth. If this looks like the future of Earth. That's what the meteor looks like. Just saying. So this is the third invention, and the first one that's actually impactful. What could he be inventing? That's the question. The cat's running away from it. Of course they do. So that's what it is. Okay then. So no one can see who we are, eh? That's what you say? Well, I can still see Harold and Mayor Humdinger through it. I guess for the viewer's sake, but I don't know. Mayor Goodway's tulips. Oh, it's a classical. It's a special whenever Mayor Humdinger destroys Mayor Goodway's tulips, or if anyone does. Calling Ryder makes sense for Mayor Goodway. So, looks like that Marshall's still doing his puns with his wipeouts. A new drag chute! Nice! Looking for the car, and therefore the mission starts. Oh, trust me, Ryder. It is that not-so-nice mayor, You are an... Oh, boy. Mayor Humdinger's an idiot sometimes, isn't he? He accidentally said his son's name instead of Mysterious Driver. Oh, well. And it does this... then Harold has done the idiocracy of saying Uncle Mayor instead of just saying Mysterious Mayor. Amphibious mode. Okay, then. This is too OP. Looks like that Zuma's got 104 days of summer vacation on his hands. Over here surfing tidal waves. Well, maybe Chase should have let Sky help him. Using the Paw Patrol Pups treats for your invention? Not cool, man. Not cool. But then again, here we are, and being a villain. Ugh. New robot thing? Okay then. He was. Oh well. There. They realized. There goes Ryder's super suit and his pup pad. Electric pop. Okay. Not a good idea, Chase. Oh well. And midair again. Don't worry, Chase. You'll think of something. What is that? So it looks like that answers my question. Well, there goes the meteor. There goes snatching his uncle this time. If if you think that's a pup pack, you're in for a bad time in real life. I'm sorry, Ryder, but that's just that just seems to be the case. Told you that wouldn't work. Oh boy, spraying the fire pup. Ironic. Nah, Harold, you better be the Super Mario fixing that gap in your teeth. And it looks like that Mayor Humdinger is more of being the assistant mayor of being a brat. Damn, the fact that he made that sign. Wow. And I just need some sort of humdinger rounder upper. A giant robot with a terrible design. Not roasting the animators, but I'm more roasting Harold on this one. Like, Harold could have thought of something better. But based on the animators, yeah, it does work well with the animation. Seriously, though. Harold could have done. In the canon, Harold could have done better. I mean, somehow he made a better mighty suit than a robot, and the robot would be a more of a priority, wouldn't it? Harold Humdinger, prepared to be stupid. That's literally what my vibes are based on this. The fact that he thinks he can capture and get away, nah, not happening. Eh, now you know how us viewers feel about you existing. A giant robot Dora of some sort because, well, a purple backpack? Come on. Oh boy. Dude, the robot! But some cool dance moves. Prepare to be stupid. That's what I think of that whole plan. Capturing rubble. Oh boy, of course he's gonna use that. This review is on a roll. Just like the Mighty Pups. Not again. There she blows! Oh boy, turning their lookout into a rocket ship, not surprising whatsoever. And also, what made you think it would even capture Chase in the first place? Anyway. Okay, how are they gonna get that meteor out of the robot? As it is in the backpack, so yes, the Robodora, again, I'm gonna make the joke, so yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do, so we might as well have to wait and see. Anyway, yes, they can stop you. Oh boy. Those pups are able to stop Mayor Humdinger. Clearly shown by how this special works out. And how long my video is can kind of tell I have a lot to say. Even if some of it probably doesn't make sense or if it's mocking the villains. And so are your schemes. Right, Ryder? Yeah, Mayor Humdinger, your schemes are over. Ha! Not happening anytime soon. Yeah, that happens to be the case, as this ain't the last time they ever used Mayor Humdinger. In fact, his most recent episode to appearance happens to be in Air Rescue, Pup Save the Airport opening, if I remember correctly. But only as a cameo appearance. He wasn't even the main villain. In fact, his most recent appearance with a big role in the episode, Pups Stop a Hums, like, Pups Save, I think it's like Pups Save a Hummy. I don't remember the name of the episode, but it's one of those in the new animation style where even his mom is showing up, Hummy Mummy, and even the Hum Squatch, too. I might even review that. I'm not so sure, though. Maybe Rocky can get my review or something like that, and here I am with a double rubber effort of my own of having my review showing up to be somehow longer than the amount of time this special has gone through already within this whole thing. As you can see, almost a minute, okay, and it's alright, now a minute longer than how I've gone through so far. And it's probably gonna end up being longer than the special itself, if it's most likely in this case. So, yeah. Magnetic. So, at least that's what it looks like to me. So, it looks like Chase is now making one to coincide with Skies. Okay. And therefore, the review, yeah, I can confirm it's going to end up being barely longer than the special itself. Here he is, here is Ryder. Yeah, I just decided why not do that. And I've been doing a mighty good job at reviewing this. Especially with but with me being able to go longer than the episode itself kind of reminds me of how there's this one person who reviewed the episode All Paws on Deck with a half-hour video, like with a video that's like 29 and a half minutes, and with how the normal length, like somehow a normal length episode, like of a half-hour special, yeah, it was just the double length. It's just a normal length episode type deal, but not as a segment, but like half-hour special for the original, and somehow he went 6 minutes over it. And I had to keep trying with 3 other recordings that are which are like only a few minutes because of constant interruptions, and now are going to end up being lost media, which honestly I don't think it should be stuff to be found because, well, I won't really care about them. The only lost media of actual YouTube videos I actually even care about finding is of those that are of either me or my brother playing video games on YouTube from a channel called Matty Meepic Gods. Oh well. The only 10 found videos of that are from his vlogging channel, so here we are. If anyone wants to help me find it, I am planning on doing a reaction on my main channel to the only 2 videos I make an appearance in, which are his Happy Wheels video and then his video like where he's playing Happy Wheels with me. That was back when I was like 5 years old, by the way. And the other one is of him reacting to videos, to jelly videos, and alongside watching The Voice. Yep. And therefore, yeah, we can confirm that. Look at the amount of time I've gone to on the video, and look at how long I'm into the special. Like, look at how long the special is. Yep, I've officially made it where this review has been longer than the special itself. Oh boy. Tracker and Robodog making appearances feels weird. Although the fact that, especially since Tracker never got a superpower yet Everest did. Uh, be prepared for that, for a video about all the unfinished and lost media, which on Wolfie's channel, as he will go more in depth about that. Anyway. Humdinger! Although, what's with the backflip? It looks like he's got a crummy hat on now. Oh boy. And he looks dizzy too. No, you aren't. Don't worry, Harold. Don't worry. That's the end of the superpowers. Wow. I think that's like 2 or 3 days canonically in the show of them having it, and then somehow somehow an hour here, like a full blown hour. Who knows? Who knows? And therefore, let's see. Glowing again? Already knew that. Okay. Supervising this is me during the editing stage, signing off. So I can, get this video out. Later.